March the 9th. Jeez. Anyway, hi guys, welcome back. So now we're actually doing the epilogue after doing the divertisement. Man, this is crazy. Jeez, that train is booking it. The Crusader, huh? Excellent job, guys. Excellent job. Seriously. Hey, Rean. Is this Trista? Yep, we're back in Trista.
Sorry about that, Valimar. Can't imagine it was a very pleasant trip with you all bound up like that.
It did not present a problem. I will now enter an inactive state and allow the mechanics to perform maintenance.
Thanks. Well then, I'll leave him with you.
Sure thing. We'll take good care of him.
You better.
By the way, it's a real honor to be entrusted with the famous Ashen Knight.
Don't start. I'm no celebrity. Well.
Welcome back, Rean. You must be exhausted.
Not really. I barely did anything. Everything went off without a hitch, mostly thanks to Valimar's power.
No, you want to turn to say hello?
Not to mention the planning of your people.
Oof.
You're annoyed, I take it, by the way we do things.
Not really. Regardless of the means, the war coming to a swift end was a good thing for everyone. As for what happened to Crossbell, I'm not in any position to talk. No, those aren't what bother me. I can buy that you had no idea Rufus was an Ironblood, but did you really not know about my real father?
Oof. Did she know?
I didn't have any hard evidence, but I did suspect that might be the case.
Oh, so she had a hunch.
You just seemed somehow similar. The air about you, your facial features. I was always puzzled by how fascinated he was by your class as well.
I see. Excuse me then.
Right. That wasn't the only reason I worried about you, you know. Not that I could possibly tell him that.
So, any particular reason we're in Trista?
I'm behaving like such a child.
Yep, just like I remember it.
It's hard to believe it's been a whole month since I was here last. Guess it didn't snow after all. It's not like the excitement of that day has faded away or anything. So why? Why do I feel so cold? Huh?
They're blooming. Spring is on its way.
We know flowers.
Welcome back, Rean.
Oh, hey guys. Oh, school's still in session?
Huh? Welcome back.
What are you doing standing there? It's not like you to wallow in nostalgia. Did the flowers get to you?
You all came to see me.
They started budding just yesterday. Should be in full bloom in about a week. Guess some of them couldn't wait.
I guess not.
Well, I'm back. I guess it's time to get back to this
Good to be back, you
class.
guys.
Agreed. We're all so happy to see you again.
You must be wiped out after all you did, though.
I'm fine, actually. It really wasn't that tough. Still, did all of you really come out here just to welcome me back?
Why not?
Why wouldn't we?
It's not like we second years have any lessons to worry about this time of year.
Besides, I already had to come out here because of Valimar, so I figured I might as well say hi to you too.
Ouch. Thanks, George.
Technically, the first years are supposed to be in class right now, but I turned it into a self-study period instead.
Self-study period doesn't mean that you get to go outside and do what you want. Isn't that right, Miss Valentine?
And that was only possible because everyone's favorite captain told us exactly when you'd be arriving.
Really now? It's nice to see you here too, Celine.
Well, don't think I went out of my way to be here or anything. But given the way that you were acting when you left, I was a little worried about you. I mean, I wasn't. Not at all.
Still, thanks everyone.
So what now? Going back to your dorm for some well-earned rest?
We can carry your stuff for you if you want.
I only got this one bag, I think.
No, I'm fine. You said that class is in session right now, right? I'm a student, so I might as well attend. I mean, I have been absent for a month now.
Wow, you're no fun at all. I was hoping we could skip the whole class thing and get to the welcome back party.
Says the teacher.
I like that idea.
Come on, it's party time!
Am I the only one who cares about studying at this school?
Well, maybe we can hold the party tonight instead.
In that case, we should probably head back to the academy.
I better go change. Unless they don't mind me dressed up like this. Oh, I guess they don't mind. What's up?
Oh, Rean, I'm truly glad to have you back.
Thanks. I feel the same way.
The end. No. No, I've been told we've got more. Winter's End. Well, let's do it.
I'll never forget those days. The final weeks we spent together as a class are like dazzling jewels forever etched into my memories.
Nice choice of words there, Rean.
I cherished every last moment.
Dazzling
I never wanted
jewels.
it to
A little
come to an
pretentious there.
But time stops for no one. The minutes and hours kept passing, and our days together were slowly coming to a close.
I mean, we're first years, right?
After what happened, Balflame Palace soon returned to its original form.
Okay, that's good.
It was almost as if everything that took place there was some sort of dream.
More like a nightmare.
People's memories of that day started becoming vague. Many were convinced it was some kind of collective hallucination.
What?
That may have been in part a result of the chaotic days that followed, brought about by the Chancellor and Rufus. After the war, the entire country feared that Calvard would invade Crossbell and try to take it for its own. Using that to his advantage, Rufus quickly convinced the nobility to support him, pledged to cooperate with the Chancellor, and in January 1205, the combined forces of both Imperial and Provincial armies invaded Crossbell.
Wow.
Crossbell no longer possessed the weapon of mass destruction that had annihilated Gorelia Fortress.
I was going to say thanks in part to Lloyd and friends, but we didn't actually destroy that thing. That thing kind of just was taken away, if you will.
Thanks to that, the city was occupied in a mere day, with no bloodshed. Calvard was quick to react, sending countless airships to try and drive the Imperial forces out. However, between Rufus's leadership and the combined might of the tanks and soldats under his command, they were quickly repelled. As for me,
Man, Crossbell has it
Osborne's
hard.
words became the reality. Valimar and I were heralded as those responsible for Heimdall's liberation. And as the purported hero to the nation, I'd received and accepted a request in February to back up our forces in Crossbell.
What? So, what would have happened if you declined? Like, I mean, you have Valimar, probably, like, so far the only Divine Knight currently in the country. Not like they could force you, really.
It was there that I found myself suddenly leading numerous soldats and fighting off the Republican army. Before I knew it, everyone around me was referring to me as the Ashen Chevalier. Time kept flowing, and mid-March came. The month in which Class 7 would finally say their goodbyes.
Wait, goodbye? Y'all are first years. What, are y'all graduating this year?
And that brings our history review right up to the dawn of the modern era. Next week, we'll be covering the 50-year period from the Orbital Revolution up to the present day.
For a second, I thought he was going to talk. Let's talk about the Civil War that just happened.
We're blowing through this material a lot more quickly than I would otherwise, so try to keep up with your reading. Oh, and Emma and Machias, if you see anyone struggling, try to help them out, okay?
I fully intend to.
Leave it to us. I've got plenty of good reference books on the subject.
That would be very helpful, actually.
Sounds like a pain. Oh well.
I do happen to have a few gaps in my knowledge of the Revolution.
I should be able to help out with the technological side of things if you guys need it. I'm guessing we're gonna run into that Schmidt guy's name a lot too.
Well, he was one of the 3 leading disciples of Professor Epstein, so yeah.
It'll feel strange seeing his name in textbooks, knowing how he is in real life.
Yeah, seriously, that's got to be something. Like having a textbook, like learning history about someone who's still alive.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing to think we were able to meet him, though.
Not only meet him, but get a rock and sword from him too.
All right, like I said, I'll be giving a quiz next week on everything we've covered up to now, which means it'll cover quadratic functions, factorizations, sets, logic, and probability.
Oh God, I think I knew some of those things from school, but oh boy.
Oh, and if I'm feeling really mean, there might be a little calculus in there. So, study for this one.
That's a lot.
I'm getting depressed just thinking about it.
Sounds more like he's reciting some kind of curse.
It is all material we've covered in class before, you know.
It'll be worth going over the most basic formulas at the very least.
Politics and ethics.
That sums up this lecture on the structure of the stock market in Erebonia.
Oh God.
Next week, we will hurry on and study unemployment and inflation problems.
Oh God, please don't.
You're also going to be taking part in a debate on those issues. So make sure each of you are well prepared.
What kind of debate? A debate. It's when people are divided into groups for and against something, then they argue their viewpoints.
So basically an argument. But I got a fun little story about the stock market.
After much consideration, I've decided we will use our remaining time to listen to and enjoy music from all manner of genres.
Aw.
From famous classics to popular modern music, I've gathered records of all kinds for you to enjoy. I even managed to borrow music from a hot new genre like heaving metal, I believe it's called. Oh, I wonder what that sounds like.
Oh God, is she talking about heavy metal?
Nice work, guys.
Back in homeroom.
You poor kids must be exhausted. Feels like all your other instructors are dead set on cramming your brains with as much material as humanly possible.
I want to crawl into a hole and die.
After we just finished a war.
You said it.
Still, this is exactly how we wanted it.
Right. They're doing it for our sake, so I don't mind it so much.
There's no way we could cover everything in class, so it's sweet of them to give us the bullet points while they still can.
It's paying off for us in the long run, yeah, so we owe them a lot.
Forcing you to try and keep up with us is a little unfair of us, though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do all of this again next year.
Are you sure you're fine with this arrangement?
Of course. This is to my benefit, too. If I get all of this crammed into my head now, maybe I can even come out on top on next year's midterms.
Well, that's some confidence.
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually did it, though.
He did come in 7th in the midterms this year, remember?
I'm probably just being too optimistic.
Was that reading off my save file from Cold Steel 1?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Guess we'll know for sure next year.
Anyway, tomorrow's the day you've all been waiting for. Your next free day. I know
Yay.
you've got enough schoolwork to choke a horse, but try to carve out a little time for your clubs and all that youthful jazz. The forecast for tomorrow is clear blue skies. Might be the perfect chance to sneak off and get into some ooh la la.
And truly, you teach us all by living your life as a shining counterexample.
Spoken like a true lifetime member of the Lonely Hearts Club, instructor.
Oof.
Hey, I'll have you know that there are plenty of guys who would do anything for a private lesson with yours truly.
But if that many men are interested in you, how can you spend so much time drinking alone in your room?
She's getting bullied.
I think the polite thing to do here is just smile and nod.
If you keep setting your sights on guys like Laura's dad, you might as well just buy a couple cats and get it over with.
Oh, V.
It does seem like she's fighting an uphill battle to find a good match.
Just you wait, guys. In 2 weeks, when you see the hordes of chiseled, elegant gents draped over me, we'll see who has the last laugh.
Oh, she got absolutely bullied there. Alright, do I have control? No, I don't.
Time really does fly. It's hard to believe our last free day is tomorrow.
Yeah, it felt like we still had more time.
For me, it feels like it's been ages since I last had one.
Yeah, having to go deal with an occupation of an entire
I suppose it would.
area.
Were you able to rest up at all while you were away?
Not really. It was basically work, work, work the whole time. I did get taken into Crossbell City during what time off I did have, but I can't say I felt very comfortable there.
I'm sure. Indeed. That must have been more painful than anything.
To the people of Crossbell, we Erebonians are aggressors. I can hardly imagine they would welcome us with open arms.
That doesn't sound like it'd stop Lecter from living it up over there, though.
He did take me to a casino once, actually.
Oh man, you got to play freaking poker and not even invite me.
He won so much, he might as well have been cheating.
Shocking. It always feels like people who like gambling really like it, huh?
Okay, question. Why do we still have that desk? No one's using it.
Does anyone have anything planned for our free day? Remember, it's the very last one, so make it count. We wouldn't want to end the day with any regrets.
True enough. Although, I wonder if I'd end the day regretting that it has to end in the first place if we made it too much fun.
I've got so much that I want to do, I'm not sure where to start. I know I want to attend practice, at least. Oh, same. I've got to go taste test some new dishes for the cooking club, plus Kirsch's has a new menu up, and...
How many stomachs do you have?
Will you be helping the student council tomorrow, Rean?
That's the plan. It sounds like Toa will finish handing all her work over to the others today, but they're bound to be busy.
I'm still not done.
So
I'm not
it'd be
free
nice to
yet.
take some of it off their hands, whether they like it or not.
Ah, Rean, ever the reliable gopher.
That's a very you response.
If there's anything we can help with, let us know, okay?
guess I better get going. I could go straight to the student council room, but it's my first time back in over a month, so it would be nice to take a walk. Maybe I should go and see how Valamar's doing too.
Rean.
Oh. Hey, Laura.
Huh? I thought you were going to the gymnasium.
Aww.
My apologies. I do intend to go. I just wanted to spend a little time with you first.
And wait until everyone left.
It feels like it's been a long time since we last had the chance. So...
You don't even realize how cute you are sometimes, do you?
I feel like I've grown more selfish ever since I met you.
And I don't mind at all. Having you in my arms again is everything I could ask for.
Rean.
Well, that was a moment. It wasn't long, but the two of them were happy simply passing the time together. When the time came to part ways, they said their goodbyes just outside the classroom. Classes are now over for the day, and you can walk around the academy grounds freely. After visiting the building accessible through the engineering building... After visiting the building accessible through the engineering building and speaking to Toa in the student council room, the story will advance. Traveling clothes. You can change a character's costume by selecting the costume you want to use in the costume part of the equip section of the camp menu. If no costume has been selected, the character's outfit will change automatically over the course of the story. So I can just... Yeah. Do I still have all my stuff? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Everyone's still equipped. Well, except for their accessories. Just making sure. Alright, how's everyone's link level? 5 all across the board. Oh, hello. Why are you jealous? Anyway, so that story. So back when I was in high school, during my economics class, we did a little project on the stock market, in which we had to each chip in just a little bit. And so I went home and counted out 700 pennies, $7 worth of pennies. And because that's how much I had to put in. This was a volunteer base, so you didn't have to do this, but if you didn't, you had to do like some kind of like rent report. So we did this because it was more interesting. So I counted out the pennies, and then went to class the next day and turned in my money. And my teacher just like looks at the bag that I had, and it's like, I'm just going to take your word that this is $7. Anyway, so yeah, everyone's just kind of doing stuff. Also, in terms of like school and whatnot, I have a few fun memories, like how I basically got several teachers to show a movie in class because of something I watched. I remember I got my astronomy teacher to show a bunch of different like astronomy videos, like about our solar system and whatnot. Anyway, so... Okay, that's it for this floor. Apparently there's like a bunch of people to talk to. So let's go to the first floor. But yeah, it is interesting. Oh man. Yeah, no. Keep your mouth shut, Schwarzer. Alright, so... there's a couple people there, one person there, and one person all the way over there. And I'm betting that's the janitor. Hey, teacher. Oh. Oh. So why the special scene? Why, hello, Rean. How goes your studying? I'd be more than happy to help if you're having any sort of trouble. Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll be alright. I've got the Machias and Emma support system keeping me on the ball. If that offer extends to next year, though, I'm sure I'll be taking you up on it then. Oh, by all means, nothing in this world makes me happier than lending a hand to a student in need. But can you believe the academic year is so close to its end? I'd just love to see it off with a big old party, wouldn't you? I think you're onto something. Let's see. Hello. If it isn't Rean Schwarzer, allow me to give you my belated congratulations on your incredible work over in Crossbell. Though it does break my heart that such a heavy burden should fall to a student such as yourself. Don't feel bad, sir. I was the one who chose to accept the Crossbellan government's request after all. Besides, it wouldn't do me any good to run away from this. The role I've been given is difficult, but I'll see it through to the end. I ended up meeting some interesting people over there too. I have no regrets. Then I shall only say one more thing. I'm sure your days ahead will be full of hardships. Be sure not to lose sight of yourself as you face them. That is all the advice I can give you. Thank you, sir. General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. Is something wrong, Schwarzer? No, sir, not at all. I wouldn't be surprised if Principal Van Dyke knew something, but now's not the time to start asking. What do you know? Let's see. No one this way, but there's someone all the way over there. Hello. Nope. To the roof. You know, I was expecting Fee. Nope. Do you know how tough it is to do these special lessons for you kids? Got more than enough on my hands with just one set of lessons, but you guys just had to have your own, didn't you? I'm sure it's a ton of work. We really can't thank you enough for doing all of this for us. Whatever. Yeah, my current workload's a headache, but I'm sure it'll be upgraded to a migraine when next year rolls around. Due to no small part that damn building over there. The old schoolhouse? Whoa. Wait, what? The one that's supposed to house Valimar and all the soldats? The Imperial Army asked the Academy to build it, didn't they? Yeah, asked. Really isn't really the right word, though. And it's not the first time. They made us take those combat shells, too. They even made me help with it since I worked on the Tachi. Just finished it up a few days before you came back from Crossbell. I didn't know that. They haven't given us any soldats to put in there yet, but it's probably just a matter of time. I bet they're going to be as common on the battlefield as tanks soon enough. Yeah. It's kind of scary to think how much has changed in Erebonia already since the end of the war. And this is probably only the beginning. Well, that's life. None stays the same forever. Just don't spend so much time worrying about the future that you forget about what's happening in your life right now. Basically, don't freak out about the future of Erebonia when you've got your own shit to deal with, like next week's test. I'll be sure to study extra hard for this one. Maybe I should drop by that building and pay Valimar a visit later, though. Yeah, that is new. Huh. Map. Okay, so there is sun over there. Okay. So it sounds like we gotta go visit Valimar and then go to talk to Tawa. Alright, so we're done out here. Let's actually go behind. Hey, Fee. Alright, let's see. Where? Alright, honestly, let's just get a move on. I know there's still plenty of people to talk to, and I know I've already talked a good bit, but, I got other things to do. Alright. They're going to race. Yeah, you know what? Oh. I owe nearly as much to the writing club this year as I do to our class. My time at Thors wouldn't have been nearly as interesting if I hadn't joined. I consider myself lucky to have done so. I'm happy to hear that. Still, Rean, from what I understand, my brother owes you a lot for what you've done during your stay in Crossbell. I wouldn't say that. While I was there, I saw the extent of his political skill over and over again, and well, I feel like I only now know just how much he's capable of. In both good ways and bad, I assume. I thought I knew him just like I thought I knew my father, but in the end, They were both strangers to me. Sorry, Eustace. Well, enough about me. I just wish he could have seen his duty as one of the Academy's directors through to the end of the year, that's all. Okay, next up... Is everyone at the student union? Or are there some people at the library? I think they're all at the union. No, not the library. Student union. Look at this. Aw. Alright, is any of my classmates back there? No? Oh yeah, apparently... Ooh. Alright, purchase. Lending library. How much can I... There we go. I'm guessing Emma is in here. See, this should be the chest room. Yep. Okay. Now we go to the engineering building.
Oh.
Oh. Hey guys.
Hey there, Rean.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
Yep, definitely.
Yep, just got out. Wait, is that...
Another bike? Or is it the same?
Angie's brand new bike.
Okay, another
We started
bike.
building it for you, but then we had a change of heart. I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. The specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
10 points to Rean. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself.
Cross country!
My martial arts teacher did the same thing once, so I'm sure it'll be a valuable experience for me. The plan for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
Oh geez, that is a big undertaking.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, stop by Liberal sometime. They're good people.
You can say that again. I have no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
Except he has distinct points. You're just going cross-country.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
Seems that way. First stop's Liberl and ZCF. Always wanted to see it.
Hey, some good people there, alright?
After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Lamont State.
Oh, it's Le Mans? Okay.
While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Verne Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I think I can pull some strings.
Are they having a big no entry policy towards Erebonians right now or
The real
something?
reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations. Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen, even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Rean.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up.
Yeah.
Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But...
Okay, yeah, you know what? Thinking about that, I guess. Earlier I mentioned, like, what if Rean didn't participate in the occupation of Crossbell? I guess if Calvert did overwhelm the Soldats, that means there would have been a bigger war.
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think, if things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crossbell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter. It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did. But there's one thing we'd like you to remember you're not alone, Rean. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
Yep.
Sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones.
The stars just aligned just right.
Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here? You spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
I think I will.
They got him the world's biggest beanbag to sit in.
But not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit too.
Alright, let's... Actually, George, can you, Yeah. Okay, yeah, so still with the Zimmeran ore. That is so weird. I only got one in that place. I don't think I missed any. Yep, check it. Got all slots open. Does the game care? Nope. Wonder what I can do. What kind of damage? I'm gonna leave time alone. Time and Mirage, because I don't get a lot of that. Booyah. So where would that door have led normally? Just nowhere? Because, like, this building is new, isn't it?
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
Look at that, little holster for the sword.
Relatively comfortably. My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
I will strive to meet your expectations.
Oh, you alright?
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation of the earth veins below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind. If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay? You can tell me... telepathically was the word, right?
I guess they're not used to telepathic communication, are they?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you should I sense anything is amiss.
One sec. Alright, sorry about that. that was right. Oh man, I could have had a better edit point than that. Oh well. Huh. So this is the hangar. Not a lot of moving room for Valimar. Well, yeah, he can operate independently. What was I thinking? He's had to fly to us. Yeah, there's my ride. Okay, so I guess now we go talk to Toa. Kinda want to. Hey, school's out. I knew what I want. No, I won't. Cause I want the cutscenes to be able to reflect properly, so Toa handing over all of her work to the rest of the student council should be ending today. So I'm guessing she's still here. There's definitely someone in there, but there's no response. Oh, I know. Excuse me, I'm coming in. Little sleepyhead.
Yep, I knew it. No wonder she fell asleep. She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring. Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room. Oh, right. I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up.
Angie, George, Crow.
Aww. You alright there?
Rean? What are you doing in my room?
We're in the student council room.
Wait. This is the student council room. I must have fallen asleep.
Sorry for coming in without permission. I did knock, though.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault for dozing off like this.
I like that she had a momentary lapse of awareness. She thought she was in her room.
Why do you always have to keep finding me like that? I hope you weren't looking at me while I was sleeping again.
I did try to look as little as possible.
Well, if you say so. Is something the matter? You're not looking too well.
No, I'm fine. Maybe the light streaming in through the window is making me look off color? I feel fine, really.
Yeah, sounds so convincing there, Rean.
Come with me.
What's this all about?
I know that you're a boy and all. And I do think that you've grown a lot during your year here. No, I probably shouldn't even call you a boy anymore. You're a grown man.
Where is this going?
But that doesn't mean you always have to stand and endure everything life throws your way. Okay? If it gets too much, it's alright to sit down and let it all out. Whether you're a boy or a grown man doesn't change that. It's okay, Rean.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promised I'd bring him back. I promised I'd make him graduate with you, but I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You did everything you could. You made sure he knew how we all felt. And you let all of us know how he really felt too. So, don't get so worked up about it. Okay?
Damn.
I'm sorry. I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
Well, I guess we're even then. Not like I jump for joy every time you catch me sleeping.
Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
Oh yeah, she's graduating.
Yep. My days of being president are almost done. The first years taking over are really smart, though. I barely had to teach a thing in the end.
Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all. You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
What are NGOs?
Yep. The plan's to take a year to visit NGOs in lots of different fields. Politics, economics, engineering, medicine. After that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll probably join either the army or something related to the government, I suppose.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. After all you did with commanding the Courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
I don't know. I don't think I did anything special, really. Still, I feel like it'd be best in the long run for me to see the world from a variety of different perspectives.
Just like Angie and George, huh?
I don't know what path I'll choose, but I want to step onto it with a firm decision on how things should be. I think that's the best thing I can do for this country's future. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic there, though.
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? We're with you all the way, but we will always worry, you know?
Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. What was it that made you come here? I mean, I'm happy you did, but...
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too.
Come on, Reans. Get it together.
I just came to ask if there was anything I could do to help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
But you've only just come back. And besides, tomorrow's your...
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day the same way I spent all of the others. It wouldn't feel like our final free day is Class 7 if it were any different.
Well, if you say so. Okay. I do have a few things in mind, so I'll just drop them into your mailbox in the dorm like I always do. And thanks for offering.
Oh, you know what? I just saw this on the way they are talking about how it's going to be the end. I guess it's going to be more like... I was really confused by that. And it's like, oh wait, maybe they're all having to, like, go into different classes. Like class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know? Hey guys. Hey guys, didn't expect to run into you. Yeah, crazy coincidence, huh? Yeah, crazy coincidence that you all happen to be going back at the same time. Are you heading back to the dormitory too? That was the idea. Why don't we all head back together then? It's nice seeing the flowers as they start to bloom. Yeah, I know you said earlier they'd be in full bloom in a week, but I'm thinking it'll be closer to the end of the month personally. Just in time for the welcoming ceremony. The new students will be able to begin their academic lives here surrounded by lino flowers, just as we did. How wonderful. You've all known each other since your first day here, right? That's right. Nobody else started partway through the year like you did. But back then, I never could have imagined we'd get along like this well. We got off to a pretty rocky start. You're telling me. Especially Machias and Eustace. Oh god, we're reminiscing. For what it's worth, I do regret the way I behaved back then. It's not exactly something I'm terribly proud of. Oh, think nothing of it. Immaturity makes fools of even the best of us at times. Thanks, hold on. What's with that expression? You weren't exactly standing on the moral high ground either. I wouldn't have had such as much of a reason to behave the way I did if you hadn't kept looking down your nose at me. Did you not hear me say the best of us? It was hell on all of us at the time, but it's all just a fond memory now. I suppose the same could be said about your and Rean's little incident at the start of the year, couldn't it? Wow, Laura. Just had to bring it up, didn't you? I should have seen this coming. Ooh, little incidents are my favorite. Tell me. Well, don't you dare. She's the last person who needs to know. Our first day really was full of surprises. Yeah, I can imagine too many teachers Can't imagine too many teachers welcome their students by dropping them through a hole in the floor. Yeah, thanks, Miss Valentine. Even without having to fight a gargoyle on the way out, that's a pretty memorable start to a school year. That gargoyle proves to be quite the opponent, too. Yep. I'll say, and when we finally manage to pull together and defeat it, she just casually drops in like nothing happened. It was like she was lying in wait the whole time, watching and waiting for her chance to strike. That's exactly what she was doing. She was just watching us fight the gargoyle, you know, fight for our lives. Still, as exhausting and unusual as it was, that was how our class began. I'm pretty sure it's burned into all of our memories at this point. How could it not be? I have no doubt about that. Even so, I'm sure it's one of the memories that I'll cherish decades into the future. Ah, now you've got me all jealous. Now it's my turn to do something crazy and make some super memorable memories too. Don't you dare. I dread to imagine what she's thinking when she says something crazy. On a hopefully unrelated note, what are we going to do for dinner tonight? I'd only planned on getting something over at Kirsch's, but if anyone has any better ideas, I think it may be a good idea to make something for ourselves. If we divide up the work between us, I'm sure our meal will have quite a bit of variety too. That does sound nice. My cooking skills were in danger of getting rusty too. No objections here. Well, unless anyone has what they need already, I think it's time to split up. We've probably got a lot to buy, so...
That won't be necessary.
One sec. It's Sharon to the rescue!
Huh?
Sharon?
What reason could you possibly have for being here?
I mean, wasn't she assigned to...
The chairman gave me her permission to return to my former position as your dormitory's caretaker.
Oh wait, wasn't that something in whatchamacallit, when we were in Ruhr?
Which means I am here to serve you all once more. There may only be a short time left until the end of the year, but I'll make sure you want for nothing during it. I've already started preparing your evening meal, so there's no need to go out and buy anything.
Oh, well, how about that?
I'm fine with this.
We will gladly accept your offer.
Sharon's cooking's better than whatever grub we could rustle up together anyway.
Ouch.
How did you manage to get permission from Mother in the first place, though? Weren't you helping to rebuild the Reinford group?
Let me guess, all of it's done.
I thought the company was getting so many orders in, it was struggling to keep up. Now that Master Gwyn has returned to the company, everything is back in order.
Oh. So now it's a mother-father business.
He and the chairman have been speeding through one task after
Mother-grandfather.
another since he got back.
Father-daughter.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So the former and current chairman make quite a team, I see.
Boy, I'm starving. Wouldn't mind a drink either. With the weather getting warmer, it's just about time for peak beer season. Huh?
Oh, hello.
What are you guys all gathered out here for?
Oh, why are you here?
Why are you so upset?
It's a pleasure to see you too, Lady Sarah. I brought a bountiful supply of smoked oysters and sardines. If you'd like a snack to accompany your beer, would you like them alongside your dinner?
Damn it. Yes.
She had been swiftly defeated.
I'm surprised she can just walk around in public like this. You know, considering her affiliation.
guessing there's some sort of agreement in place between Reinford and the government to leave her alone. Though, even if there weren't, I can't imagine anything would be able to stop Sharon from doing what she wants.
Yeah, if you're talking about the whole Ouroboros thing, it's super weird. It is really weird. Food, food, food. Oh, we just cut past mealtime?
Whew. I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing.
You can explore Class 7's dorm on the night before each free day. But this is our last one. Be aware, however, that the story will progress should you return to Rean's room.